bit some weeks ago with the virus coming on, and we're now back to normal. And for that matter, the city of Charleston has been open in a way throughout. We're conducting every kind of service that we normally conduct, only by phone and by email. And so our customer service number, which is the best number to call anything regarding the city of Charleston, is 724-7311. If you have any matter relating to the city, call 724-7311 and we'll be glad to help you. Now, you know, this afternoon I hear the governor will be having another press conference, and we anticipate that he will continue to open things up and get business going again. And this afternoon, I'm told at 1 o'clock, I talked about this last week, but formally, the Reignite plan that's regional, the whole Tri-County region of the Charleston metropolitan area, a collaboration of these 3 cities and the 3 counties, businesses, healthcare professionals, nonprofits, everybody in on this together. We're planning to step by step and safely reopen our economy. Now, what does that mean? That means we're going to have monitoring in place and measurements so we keep track of those statistics of how many people are getting sick and how many people are going to the hospital. We're in a pretty good spot right now. So we're at the point where step by step we can phase in a reopening of our economy. But we're going to watch the numbers as we go, so that if a lot of people start getting sick again, we'll be able to respond quickly. So one important measurement is that healthcare system. They're in a good place right now. We're really blessed here in Charleston, y'all, to have MUSC, Roper, St. Francis, Trident, East Cooper Medical. These are great facilities, and they have the capacity to handle what's going on right now. So we're going to open it up. As long as they can handle the capacity, if a few people get sick, we're going to continue step by step and very safely continue to open. So the virus hadn't changed, y'all. We don't have a preventive medicine yet or a vaccine. And so that's why life is going to be a little different. That's why we'll have to continue to follow protocol about safety, about hygiene, about sterilization, about distancing, until down the road we really have a long-term medical scientific solution to this virus. And so it'll be a new normal, but it doesn't mean we can't open it back up and be in business again. We just have to do it smartly, safely, follow the protocols that are recommended by our healthcare professionals. And so we're still Charleston. We're a great community. My glass is half full. I don't have it with me, but I'm very optimistic about our future, even our economy, and what has become a very difficult time. And one of the reasons I'm so confident and optimistic is because our citizens really have done a great job of distancing themselves and staying safe and keeping the numbers down in Charleston and our whole region. We have not become a hot spot like some other places in the country and the world. And that means that our economic recovery will be even more robust and able to proceed in a good fashion. We're going to watch it as we go, make sure the numbers don't bump up. But we're really in a good position, y'all, to step by step and safely open back up. And I just want to thank everyone for their cooperation. Next up, Mayor Haney and then Mayor Waring from Somerville have a few remarks, and then we'll take any questions y'all might have. Mayor Haney. Thank you, Mayor.
I want to thank the press for giving us this opportunity when we were gathered for other things to get this message out. Y'all been great. The messaging to the public has really helped. First of all, I want to thank, as always, the people of Mount Pleasant. When the first numbers started coming in, Mount Pleasant was a hot spot. And the directors of our hospitals, east of the Cooper, were in constant communication, helping us plan, telling us what to do. We did a stay-at-home order a week before the state's work-from-home order. And I'm pleased to tell you that the heads of those hospitals have told me it worked. We flattened our curve. And so here we are now. And as Mayor Teckenberg said, our state numbers look good, our county numbers look good. We have flattened that curve, but remember what that means. That means there's room in the hospital if you need it. It doesn't mean the virus is not here. We have not defeated the virus yet, but we've adjusted our behavior to help to where we are sort of controlling it right now and not letting it control us, but we need to keep it that way. So I am now spending probably 75% of my time, as my fellow mayors are, on getting businesses reopened. This Reignite program that is a regional effort to make sure we reopen safely, and we stay open. So if you're a business owner, I urge you to pay attention to what that talks about. That is data-driven. It was helped in the design phase by the Medical University of South Carolina, who we're so fortunate to have here, and I'm very appreciative of all that they have done. So far in the town of Mount Pleasant, none of our services have been interrupted. Police, fire, sanitation, the three most important in a crisis like this, have continued all without any reduction and without any delay, especially in picking up garbage. We're really proud of that. As for town hall, we are working under the direction of our town administrator, Eric Mora, on a phased-in plan that will probably begin, but it depends on numbers, on testing numbers, about June 1st for the first wave of people coming back into town hall who will be dealing with the public. I want to say also, you can still get every permit, every application now that you could when town hall is open. Just call town hall or go to our website and you can get there. The plan will be finalized next week. Safety will be coming first. It will involve personal protective equipment, plexiglass, spacing markers in case there's ever a place where people are standing in line. Next Tuesday, council will meet as a committee of the whole to work on our budget, and a council meeting for first reading of the passage of the budget. Today, Charleston County Parks opened the pier at Waterfront Park. It's open from 7 to 7. Social distancing restrictions apply, and it is being staffed by Charleston County Parks. Our police will be watching for beach traffic this weekend on the Isle of Palms connector, since we all know the Isle of Palms is now open. Our Board of Zoning Appeals has somewhat of a backlog. They are looking at an in-person meeting in June. Again, that is all dependent on what the coronavirus numbers look like. And then finally, you know that we allowed restaurants through an act of council to expand into the parking area for expanded outdoor dining. Very few have applied online or given us their plans online, but those are beginning to come in. As those come in, we have a map. You can go to the town's website and you can see a map of where those restaurants are that have outdoor dining with a COVID-19 mindset in place. So we are opening in phases. We will do it safely, and the plan is to stay open. Mayor Ware.
Thank y'all, Ron. Not to repeat what's been said, pretty well the same as one true in Somerville. Somerville is kind of like the mayor said in Mount Pleasant and in Charleston. Nothing slowed down in Somerville. We closed our town halls, our two buildings, our main two buildings back when this thing first got started. We made sure that we could operate from everybody's home. So we haven't had any complaints, which is a miracle. Because I've been right at town hall, Jill and myself and our administrator. By the way, too, we've gone through an administrator during this process. We're retired. We plan on retired bid. Got a new administrator in place who's done a good job through this whole ordeal. She's been there, I've been there, my administrator's been there, and just a couple more skeleton crew people have been in our buildings, City Hall. All our staff has been home with a computer furnished by the town, or a laptop, or iPad, and you've been able to get your building permits, any kind of permit, tree permit, anything you needed, and we hadn't slowed down. Nobody's called. I hadn't had one single complaint so far. Next week we'll start easing back into our buildings, and we will do it slowly. We're not just going to jump back into our offices all at one time. So starting next week through the end of the month, we'll start bringing our people back in. We've done the same thing that Mayor Haney's done. We're putting glass up in front of all our, receptionist desk. Anybody that's not working in a private office that's got an open desk, they started yesterday. And they'll all be enclosed glass where they don't come in contact with anybody that comes in to breathe on. Where if they did have, any form of this, virus, it wouldn't move over on them, then get contagious. We're also gonna have a thermometer at each door going into these buildings, where the temperature, everybody's temperature check that comes into the building. The same thing we have going into our fire police department now. All our firefighters' temperatures are checked every morning when they come to work. So far, all that's gone great. We haven't had any problem in our public safety people. All our people have been working every day. They haven't missed a day, and we haven't had any problems. Any problem we have had has been minor and nothing pertaining to the COVID-19 disease. We've been fortunate. God's been good to us. God's been good to our people in Somerville. No question, we've had some positive results. No deaths, I think, in the city limits that I know of. I think no deaths in the city limits. We don't keep stats in the city limits. We do keep them in the county. And they're down near low right now, same as going on in all cities. Are we happy with that? The main thing we don't want to happen, that hasn't been mentioned, I'll mention, is we don't want people to get overconfident, take these masks off that y'all got on, and just start going back out and doing the same thing you were doing prior to us finding out about this disease. Because if we do that, we will have a rebound. And there's no question about that in my mind, that will happen. And that's the last thing we want to happen. Because we sure don't want to go back through what we just went through for the last 3 months. We want to do what Mayor Tecklenburg said. We want to ease back into this thing very, very slowly and take care of one another as good as we can. And if we do that, we'll come out of this thing on the other side of this tunnel and be stronger than what we were when we went into it. So let's all try to do that and insist on other people to do that. And thanks very much for giving me the time to talk.
Thank you, Mayor. Does anybody have any questions for me or the other two mayors? Yes, sir.
Mayor Tecklenburg, can you talk about the next phase of reopening and when can we see the city market be reopened?
We're working on an overall protocol of all city facilities, including the market. Honestly, we don't set it up by dates. We're setting it up by measurements of things like I measured, number of cases, decline over time, and probably by the end of next week, we'll have a full schedule of when different facilities will open. But I don't have a firm date yet on that one facility.
Are you guys still, I know obviously when the restaurants are closed, you guys are doing some citations for ones that are still open inappropriately. Are you guys now keeping an eye out on those who are letting people inside? Is there anything along those lines?
Well, I haven't heard of restaurants serving inside. That would be contrary to the governor's order. And if someone were to report that, we'd certainly ask them to cease. I do expect some announcement from the governor this afternoon regarding a further opening of restaurants. So we'll wait and see what he says about that. We're going to try to do everything that we can as a city, as Mount Pleasant has done, to help facilitate businesses. But at the same time, we do want to make sure they follow the safety protocols that have been recommended both by the industry, healthcare officials, and governmental entities. So that's a lot to keep track of, I know, for businesses, but it is important from a safety point of view and to build confidence from our customers, from our consumers, not only those citizens that live here locally, but those who might be looking to come in the hopefully near future to visit Charleston.
Question, I guess, for all three of you. How was the first week of outdoor dining? How did it go in your cities?
The first week outdoor dining, I think, in the city of Charleston has gone quite well. I was still ordering takeout myself, but as I would view other restaurants riding around, looked like they were spaced. We gave a little latitude as to letting folks set up on the sidewalks. Sometimes they hadn't officially been blessed for that before, and we're trying to facilitate restaurants being able to spread out and use space, and we'll continue to do that through our planning department. Mayor Haney, do you want to add anything, or Mayor Werner?
Yeah, same here. We didn't have anything flagrant, but I did get a call last night asking about bars. And I said, well, that depends on what the governor's guidelines were, as done by the State Restaurant Association. But I know some folks are kind of not social distancing at the bars, and that one drink really isn't worth it. So help the bar owners, help the restaurant owners, and adhere to the social distancing. It helps them. It helps everybody stay open. It helps them not become a hot spot. So I've heard from a few restaurant owners who aren't doing it because they just weren't ready yet. They're erring on the side of caution. But I think the outdoor bars might be the area where everybody really needs to remember that social distancing for the good of us all.
We still haven't had some.
Mayor, you'll have to come back up because they can't hear you unless you're close.
We still have not had some outlets that's open, even with the outside feeding. They're just starting to open. So with the ones that are open, I think are behaving themselves. If anything, maybe like Mayor Haney said, the bars, and they probably will be the biggest problem. You know, people like to have a drink, and they don't realize that they're sitting, as close as they're sitting. But other than that, I think things are going pretty smooth for the first week. We just have to keep a close eye on it. And if he won't address this like you're talking about, then that'll be something else to deal with, unless they go in and take tables and chairs, so they'll make it so easier on us time to supervise it. That's what we end up having.
Thank you, Mayor. Anybody else? All right, well, thank you all for coming for both of these events, the Homeless to Hope Fund.org. We're reminding folks to help us with that effort today as well. And thank you for staying on board for our report on coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you. Laura, you ready to take this picture? So I was asking if she was ready. That's it. It is very well.
It kills me too. I listen to your power station. Humidity at the same time.
Mayor, thank you for coming down here. Really appreciate it. Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm great. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, thank you very much. Thank you. It seems a lot of time.
I know.
I learned to be like a Japanese. Yeah, I think so, but it'll be on the website. So as each presentation occurs, it'll be added to the website, you can click on it and listen to that after it's done. Everyone, you know,
Are you on with that? I'm just saying what the songs are. Are they really? I know. So just tell us something yeah.
And, we got Zoom, nice one. Ownership of the company, yes, and thank you for thank you.
That's what I mean.
Thank you all for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, John. I've got to get with Sandy to do my little video. Where's Sandy at?
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, glad to. Yeah, glad to.
Real world.
What's that?
Back to the real world.
Yeah, exactly. All right, have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Oh, for sure.
So, thank you, brother. All right. God bless. See my sport members. Still young, yeah. Oh. Yeah, bro.
So this is Tony's stuff. All right.
Be careful because it barely fits through the door.
Okay. So I'll go wide here and go straight at it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've had problems with this rendering. Is it going to
What's the issue?
It's the size of the files are so big that it's causing problems. It doesn't matter. It's about Facebook. Okay. So I'm gonna sit here and try to figure it out. And we gotta get the things. Can you bring one more? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm still up here. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Well, come on down here. It's too hot here on the second floor. What determination is going on?
Shit. Video unavailable. Watch this video on YouTube playback. Damn it. We're having technical issues. We'll have Tony just go ahead and put the videos all on the.
Yeah, put all of them on here, watch them at will.
Yeah. I mean, we'll put them on the website. That way people can come to see them. The problem is they're so large. That's the problem. It's like this.
Oh.
And then there's some. Yeah.
Okay.
You keep calling Rick Markowitz. You keep butt that.
Yeah, my name's in my
Keep
pocket.
calling names. They call
Tell that boy to get his ass together.
You can go find my.
Yeah, I probably saw it.
So, Mike, is there room for Tony and I both to work out of your office?
Heck yeah, I'll leave the
Hey,
door open.
hi.
Air conditioning.
And
There's
we're kind of.
a
Mike-
water cooler.
Is that okay? Okay, sounds great. Thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, we gotta figure out this embedding. Well, at least I got the first. Lisa. But he said something about the quality of it. It could be his own Wi-Fi. All right, so if you can carry Tony's laptop, we'll just take everything downstairs.